of engineers is called a sprocket. A collection of butlers is called a sneer. And that otters are a bevy when in a group. I was reading something this morning about collective nouns, which inspired Alive, which is on Facebook, although I think I've deleted most of them. Because you see, while getting all inspired about the collective nouns of things, I didn't turn the sound on. So if people can lip read, that's fair enough. But alas, the sound wasn't on. So I had to do it again, but it never quite goes the second time. Do you ever get that? And even although I did it because I thought it's consistency to put something out, but also it's quite funny in a way that here I am telling people about stressful situations and how to deal with them and how different things can screw up your life. And it happens to me regularly. But it's mainly because I'm not paying attention. I'm not in the moment because I'm already in the world of collective nouns, or I'm in the world of shamanic journeying, or I'm in the world of power animals, or I'm in the world of allowing people to understand what their stress levels might be. We all do that to a certain extent. I am one of these people who can tend to get lost in there and therefore not pay attention to the everyday stuff, to the general stuff. That never used to be the way. I was a veterinary nurse for a long time and I knew my stuff, and all that stuff was ready and waiting and prepared. Strangely, though, since leaving that profession and understanding how to go with the flow, I can sometimes get carried away with the flow and forget to turn the switches on. Or even off at that point. So I wonder sometimes what it is that I'm doing, why I'm bothering with it. I'm bothering with it because basically it's teaching me at the same time. I'm learning. I'm learning how to do this. I'm learning how to impart my thoughts, but also it's a way of me understanding and using this as a sounding board. Isn't that what we all do to a certain extent? When we're in it and we're doing it collectively, what does that mean? Is it a vanity of influencers? Is it a glamour of shamans? Is it just wittering? I'm not entirely sure sometimes. But I do wonder. And I think wondering is a good thing. I love it when things spark my interest and I will go off into that space of what's happening, how does it work, what ideas does it bring through. That means that my mind is active. My neuroplasticity is going bananas. Did you know they were called a comb or a hand of bananas, not a bunch? See, now I've learned that. I'm going to weave it into things. Because that's just what you do, isn't it? What we learn, we weave into our lives, and that's the cloth that we make, that makes the clothes that we fit into, that we wear every day. It becomes part of our story. It becomes part of the general story as we tell that story out and into the world. Words are really, really important. Language is important. And language is culture as well as just a form of communication. It's how we know who we are, how we recognize each other with speech patterns and patois. and collective nouns occasionally. So think on that. Think about the different things that allow you to go wandering off into the wonderful land of inspiration and thought and ideas. And then ask yourself what you do with them. How does that work? I'll see you tomorrow.